Hello everybody. Alright, in this video I'm going to show you how to do the actual compare of your SKUgrid database and your eBay database to identify items that are in one but not in the other. Alright, so let's get started. First off, we need to isolate and get rid of all of the information that we don't need. We're not getting rid of it, we're just hiding it. And I'm doing this in Excel. I usually try and work with free software. I'm using Excel in this case because if you have a large database, you pretty much have to use Excel. Google Sheets can only handle like 2 million cells, which sounds like a whole bunch, but keep in mind that's like every single cell, not every single row. So when I was comparing like a 50,000 item database with a 60,000 item database, I could not do it in Google Sheets. So I'm showing you Microsoft Excel, all right? First thing you're going to do is we're going to look at our SKUgrid file, okay? And what we're going to do is hide all of the irrelevant information. So we're going to select all of the cells that we don't need and right click and click hide. And then we're going to do the same for these cells over here because all that we care about is the eBay item ID, right? And then next we're going to change the format so that it shows it as a number instead of in scientific notation. And we're going to move the decimal place over twice so that it's just the number, no decimals. It looks exactly like a regular eBay item ID. Okay, so now that we've done this with our SKUgrid file, we're going to also do the same thing with our eBay file. The eBay file is easier because the only column we need is the far left one. So we're going to select everything else, right click, and click hide. Okay, this did not get rid of it, it only hid it from view. So now we do the same thing as we did in the SKUgrid column, set it to number, move the decimal places over. Awesome. Now what I'm going to do is put the two files side by side. You don't have to do this depending on the computer you have, but I want to do it just so you can see what we're working with and I don't have to keep switching back and forth, okay? So on our left side, we have our eBay item IDs. On our right side, we have our SKUgrid item IDs. So everything on the left side is in eBay. Everything on the right side is in SKUgrid. In my case, I have more items in SKUgrid than I do in eBay, okay? So the first thing that we need to do, don't worry too much about why I'm doing this, just follow along, okay? And this is kind of complicated, and it's actually pretty simple, but there's a lot of steps. So what I suggest is that you watch the video first to get a general sense of what's happening, and then you follow through and actually do what I'm doing, and pause the video, do the step, then move on. I'm going to try and talk slower and move slower so that you can follow along, but I really encourage you to watch the video through once, and then go again and pause, complete the step, and then move on, okay? So the first thing that we need to do is go to our eBay file here, and then type in, we're going to select the column next to the item IDs and type yes in all caps. Now we're going to click Control and Enter. This is going to fill the entire column with a value of yes, okay? Don't worry too much about why. You can actually put no or anything else, really. It doesn't really matter. It just needs to have a value, okay? Now, in our SKUgrid file, we're going to click on the top cell next to the reprice SKU column. And we're going to type equals the lookup and then parentheses. Now we're going to click on the reprice SKU cell that is immediately to the left of the cell we're currently looking in. And then we're going to click comma. If you look here, you can see what parameters this formula, this VLOOKUP formula, is expecting. So we just gave it the lookup value, which is the cell right here. Now what we're going to do is go over into our eBay database, and we're going to click once to activate this side, and then hold down above the A, and then drag it to the next column. This is going to select everything in the eBay item ID and the yes column. And now you can see that on the right-hand side, SKUgrid or Excel has put the file name there, right? So now what we do is we do comma and then 2, and then comma, and then 0. The 2 means that that Excel is looking at 2 columns on the left-hand side, and the 0 means false, which means that it's going to look at an exact match for the number, right? So now we can enter the formula, and we're going to get this NA. That's what we want because it's currently looking for the reprice SKU in this document, and it's not finding it, so it's showing NA. Now what we're going to do, there's a faster way to do this, but because this file is so big, I'm just going to drag and drop and show you a few things. At this point, we have done all of the work. Now all we need to do is apply this same formula to everything, and we're going to get a value that will tell us, is this item in our eBay database, okay? So you're going to go to the bottom right of the cell to get this little plus icon, right? And then drag it down. And we're only going to do this for about 100 values because if I do it for the whole document, it's going to lag and I won't be able to show you. So now, look at this. We have 2 values that show up in this table. We have NA and 0. NA means that the number does not show up in our eBay item database. 0 means it does show up in our eBay item database. So to give you an example of this, we're going to copy the eBay item ID and then go over here and then click Control Find. And look, this eBay item ID occurs in our eBay database and in our SKUgrid database. Therefore, the value is 0. But now let's try one of these ones, right? The value of NA. We're going to go Control Find, paste, and then look for it. We couldn't find what you were looking for. Guess what, guys? That means this worked. So now, everything in this document that has a value of 0 means that it is included in both databases. If it has a value of NA, that means that it is only included in the SKUgrid database and is therefore safe to delete, right? Woo! Okay. So next, I'm going to show you how to sort this table and then import it back into SKUgrid. Okay? Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later. Ciao.